Alright guys, I am here today to kind of go over some airplane stuff. I've got a US Nationals coming up in October in Sacramento, California. I think there's 94 registered pilots, and it is a pylon racing course where we fly around two poles like 700 feet apart, and we reach speeds of 150 to 170 miles an hour, somewhere around there, and we run 10 laps. And this is the third year we've had the Nationals. This year it's held in California, Sacramento, and this is the actual airplane that I should be flying. This is a Vendetta built by a friend of mine named Jim Kelso. It is all composite. It's balsa built up and then overlaid with some fiberglass cloth and resin, and then sanded down and painted. It's solid airplane. This airplane, we had a speed dash a few years ago, and on some really high nitro and a custom prop, had this thing at 201 mile an hour. So these things are not just 30 mile an hour fun flying toys. These are specifically and purposely built just for pylon racing. So this is a Vendetta, and it is running a US 115 Warbird Special. It's actually a 4-stroke, and we're running up against, in this particular class I run the gold class. There's three classes: a bronze, which is the slowest class, then the silver, which is the intermediate, and then the gold, which is the fast class. And I run the gold, and I've got several airplanes that I fly, mostly Vendetta, and built by Jim. And we're running APC props, running a 13.5 diameter, and the twist or the pitch of the prop is 13.5 degrees as well. This motor, I forget the horsepower that these YS put out, but we run them on 60% nitro, and they are crazy fast and loud. Just run a straight header, super fast. This airfoil on this airplane is Formula One type airfoil, super slippery, if you will. My radio gear is JR, who is my team sponsor, and actually a company called D-Force Aviation has bought all the intellectual property rights of JR and out of Japan, and they are one of my sponsors. My main sponsor for my electronics, my servos, my receiver, my transmitter, which you can see here. This is the XG14, a 14-channel transmitter. This runs, it's one of my favorite radios. I have another one that they sent me, an 11-channel. But I run JR servos, receiver, the D-Force Aviation radio, JR radio, if you will, the YS engine, also a sponsor of mine, and just blessed to have those individuals, because this is not a just a buy your stuff from a hobby store and go out and race. Though there are some airplane kits coming out now by World Models where you can be really super competitive doing that. I like to have custom stuff, and that's what this is. So kind of give you a look at it here, better look at it, give you an idea. It's got the Learjet type wing, if you will, a swept wing and a swept tail. I don't know if you can see all that in that picture. Should be able to. Beautiful airplane, and it does operate just like the regular airplane with retracts. And when we get going, that way the airplane is will be as clean as it possibly can. You see the gear goes in, and so when you're flying, it looks just like the real airplane going by. There is no drag down here from the gear knot, and whenever you land or take off, obviously you put the gear back down. So it operates with aileron, which is your left and right control. I don't know if you can see that. Kick at a high rate. It gives you your left and right. And we also have, I'm trying to get my dual rate switch there. We also have an elevator control, my rudder, and then my elevator for going up and down. And it's just like a full-scale airplane. Has everything you got. Super fun. Been pylon racing for, well, since 2006. I race different types of aircraft and different types of classes, and I'll be sharing some of those, more of those with you as we get into those races at the beginning of next year. So for now, that's what I've got. for my airplane. Just wanted to get that in there because it's another thing that I do. Thank you. We'll see you. My wife just showed up. I'm going to show you her. Here, Connie. Oh, she hid. She's eating ice cream. All right, see ya.